Well, I went back in time and I got my hair. Steelers Nation Australia headband. We'll get you some like high socks. We'll get you some like these shorts.
Hey,
You're standing up.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's like balls of fury.
So when JJ52 says, will Ray Gun make the 53? No, she's cut.
If you're not going to take Ray Gun, I know a place in Western Pennsylvania where she'll fit right in. Right at the cookie table at a wedding.
She could be my second string long
Call her
snapper.
Dr. Boogie or the Dr. Get Down and tell her she has a PhD in Get Down. Like, play the music,
You know what? If she'd had some bling, and looked like LL Cool J and Mama Gonna Knock You Out, she might have won.
Steelers Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Also, welcome back to Steelers Dynasty Podcast with Shane and Bubba. How we going, fellas? What's going on?
Well, I'm trying to recover slowly. I'm getting through it. I had my wife console me with a small blizzard Sunday. Shane talked me down a little bit yesterday, but I'm all in it. Like I come to the realization, Mark and Shane, that I am one of those typical Steeler fans that thrive on victory and miserable in the agony of defeat.
Yeah, that's the real question. Has the table recovered? Is that
I got two holes in my table right now as we speak, but
okay, so it's not
it's
recovered.
holding up. It's holding up well.
Shane, how you doing, mate? How are you feeling after the loss?
I had a bad feeling, but I was surprised. You know, I was surprised that they were so anemic and just could not even score a touchdown. It was now on one hand, I watched it like in my peripheral in another room while I was trying to socialize, and then I had Bubba on my phone muted, but all I saw was Bubba doing this, and you know, so it was like a lot going on, but. Not good. Not a good feeling.
Well, fellas, to answer my own question, I'm actually fine. I've moved on. I don't.
I know you, but how's that work for you? How do you?
It's easy. You just
It's
go.
all,
"Oh, well."
what do you say? It'll be. Wait,
She'll be right.
It'll be, yeah.
Legit. Like she'll be right. We still have a chance
be
to win the division. And also, I think that this Browns team at home is a harder team than we painted to be. They didn't act like a 3-win fucking side. They have Myles Garrett, who is all pro. He's one of the best players in the NFL, even though we all hate him. I don't like him at all. He's one of the best players. And also the defense is number one pass defense, number one, and number two overall defense. That's why they couldn't score. They couldn't score because they had no DK Metcalf, they had no Austin. And also too, that's probably because they didn't fucking get a receiver number 2 from the very beginning. But we all fucking know that. So I don't talk about that.
We do know that, but let's just put it this way. Execution is execution. If some of those receivers don't run the right pass patterns, could cause dire consequences. And I would like to take every game so far this year about the receivers, tight ends, and anybody that dropped an Aaron Rodgers pass that was in their hands or in the chest, which I counted 5 or 6 Sunday, which could have made a little bit of a difference, maybe. But Rodgers said he didn't have a good game.
This is why. This is what second reason why I'm also over it. We played really well for 3 weeks. Why can't we play really well coming out at home Heinz Field and win the division? They beat the Ravens in their house. They beat Miami, which was a really good game to watch. They beat the Lions, and they had a fuck up against the Browns. That's why I say she'll be right, move on mentality, because
she'll be right.
The whole fucking year is an up and down roller coaster of the team's doing okay, we're doing good, then fire Tomlin the next week. And I'm simply over it because it's fucking stupid, because we still have 1 more week to go. That is Steelers versus Ravens. And if we win, then we go back to, we could be a playoff team. We could be this and this and this.
We win, we're a playoff team. We win, we host. We win, we host. There's
exactly right.
It's win or go home.
The game to me with the Browns, they were the better defense. They wanted the more. They wanted to play spoiler. But at the same time, that Cleveland Browns team always plays spoiler because they're always a 3-4 win team. Now, did Sanders play well? No. Sanders was absolute dog shit. He was throwing bad footballs, and Douglas should have made that pick. And Sanders, I think the defense played well enough. Rodgers just didn't have a game where, to me, he was forcing passes to MVS. He was forcing passes to other guys. Wasn't going through his different receivers and getting them open, and they didn't run the ball well enough. And next minute they lose by what could have been a touchdown to penalize for a 13-13 game. But the Browns, to me, played better. And yes, this is how easy I can move on from it, because I moved on legit, I think, 25 minutes. I was like, that sucks. They won. Okay, big game coming up, Ravens week.
All right.
That's just the way I see it.
Usually I'm the voice of reason. I kind of like, it's going to be okay. Bubba's going to be okay. Mark's going to be okay. The Steelers are a team that can leap over a log but trip over a fucking toothpick. This is the problem.
That's a good one.
If you think that Myles Garrett and the 4-12 Browns are a good team,
I didn't say good team. I said good defense.
Good defense. Well, this week you're going to have a team that's going to have a little bit more to play for. Although they're going to be playing in Pittsburgh, I have a terrible feeling about this week. I think last week I'm upset because I realized that they lost the division. They lost an opportunity. They could have won it, sealed it, and then it wouldn't have made a difference if they won or lost this week. This week, because last week and this week, I didn't think they would win against the Ravens. I don't think you sweep the Ravens this year. They won last time they saw them. I really think they're not going to be able to make it through midnight Sunday. We'll know, but I think the Steelers are going to be sitting at home.
Since when though did the Ravens become some hot fucking team though in the last because they beat Green Bay by 45? I don't understand that logic, because we already, the Steelers already beat Ravens 27-22 in their house. Why can't they just they're a poorer defense than the Browns defense.
Yeah,
the Browns defense is not that good because we ran for over 100 and some yards and we got away from running the ball. The Browns defense I wasn't scared about the Browns defense. I was scared because our offense was playing inept. Like they were the guy in a relationship who had to take a blue pill to try to get something, and the blue pill wasn't working. Like they couldn't get anything. And that's what scared me, because the week before and the week before that, Aaron Rodgers was commanding. They were catching the balls. They were making plays. They couldn't make plays. And here's another thing that bothers me. I don't know where they get these fucking old referees that are fucking 75 years old down there, and calling pick plays that aren't pick plays, calling Hayward, roughing the passer when there's nothing you can do about that. And some of these plays that these referees are calling is just taken away from the NFL games, no matter if the Steelers
that's
or
why
whoever.
I think it is entertainment. If you look at the MVS call, there was a makeup call, the taunting penalty, because they knew it was too obvious. It was far too obvious. The MVS one was not a pick play. The Cameron Hayward sack, what's he meant to do? And that was
fly
what he meant
over
to do.
They got to change the rules. The rule is if your full body weight is on the offensive player, it's a penalty. Cam literally just fell on him like a.
But he's going for the tackle. And I think even someone else called it out. JJ Watt, I think even Debo talked about it. I understand it's a rule and I get that. But what's he meant to do? Go in there and tackle with no arms and hit him and then roll over?
How do you play football and automatically stop on a dime? I mean, there's no
it makes no sense. But yeah, look, I understand that, and I understand you guys are frustrated, and everyone else is too, and I get it. But these comments where if this does happen, this is crazy to me, because we have to win. Yes, I get that. We have to win.
If we don't win, it's going to be a total imploded. It's going to be bad.
I fully fucking get that. But what I'm saying is, there's fan base out there now saying they're more willing to yell out "Fire Tomlin" than Ravens suck. And I think it's a fucking travesty. Because if the fan base goes into that game, pays their money, waves their terrible towel, and starts to yell out "Fire Tomlin" over Ravens suck, you are just gifting the Ravens, you want them to win, It makes no sense. This is Ravens week. Almost going to forget about last week.
Yeah, you gotta wait until they lose before you start saying
like Shane said, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. If the Steelers get beat by the Ravens bad, let it all out there. If the Steelers need to beat the Ravens, I want them to beat the Ravens. I want them to win at home. And, I've been hearing so much stuff about, I just hear a lot of stupid shit. I heard it on my way home. That is not the topic right now that the Steelers organization needs to worry about is the head coach. The Steelers need to worry about getting 22 fucking players out there that want to tear their heads off the Ravens. Don't touch their fans because you know what? We get suspended. But knock fucking King Henry into back to Camelot without his crown. That's what they need to worry about. Not the Tomlin situation right now. Worry about
the offseason can start Tuesday or Monday morning. And I'm all for that. If people want to start to go down that route of like who should be quarterback, who should be the coach or whatever, fine. But this is what I'm saying, fellas. And you said, how do I get over so easily? I get over so easily because the Browns game was a mishap. We sucked. We weren't that great. Defensive wise,
I understand that, but you're supposed to win these games. You're supposed to win these games against teams that have these poor records, and we haven't lately. Like a couple years ago, we lost to Arizona and New England. They were both 2-something. That's terrible. When these teams, and I played football. If you had a team that you were going against that was 1-6 and you got your ass beat, that's not good. You want to go out there and
what about the flip side then? What about the flip side though? Like no one ever sees it from the other side. They're not sticking up for the Browns, but they wanted to make a spoiler in their house, and they did.
And they did.
They played tremendous football. They played really great on defense. I'm telling you, it's not always our fault for we're a shit team. It's the other team plays too. Like I understand, people forget that the other team plays as well. Myles Garrett wanted that sack record so bad that I think we changed our game plan a little bit to like Rodgers, so he wasn't, getting sacked and whatnot. But I reckon the Browns, they turn off these games all the time. We can't beat them. They're 1-5, I think, in the last 6 years in Cleveland. They haven't beat them since Big Ben in Cleveland.
No,
now at the same time, with the Ravens coming up, Steelers have a really great record against the Ravens. And this is where I can't fucking stand the fan base because the fan base frustrates the fuck out of me because we've had 3 wins in a row, doing really good. 1 loss, it's fucking over. It's all.
But it's how they lost. It's how they lost, though. I think it's
who cares how they lost. They just lost. They just move on.
I know, but it's how they lost. The offense was scoring all these points, and they couldn't. The Tennessee Titans, didn't they play against Cleveland and score a lot of? I don't know because I don't keep track of Cleveland, but it just seems like the Steelers' offense wasn't executing or play calling right. Like something wasn't right. Like I don't understand it. That's not my only bitch.
Oh, GK, no, there's no plays. Receivers aren't the greatest receivers there. That's for sure.
No.
But I just think at this time, you can blame Rodgers, blame the coaching staff or whatever it may be. But like my title says, it's like Ravens week in my thumbnail. So I don't know. I understand that like you guys are frustrated and stuff, but I've played this game. How many times you lost? 7 times. 7 times we've been here. We've been here 7 times. Fuck them. They suck.
But that's the worst. That's the worst offense they played so far this year. Like the Charger game, I thought that was bad. I don't know. It just seems like sometimes the offense, they're sporadic. Like I just want a little consistency. And Afton sent me this video that I watched with this guy who psychoanalyzed that fan on DK. The NFL fucked us on that because that guy should have been suspended and DK should have never went over there. And that hurt us. I didn't think it was going to hurt us that bad without DK, but it did hurt us a lot without DK, which is very surprising. I know he's our number 1 receiver, but I didn't think it would be that bad. I thought these other receivers would pick up. But now Darnell Washington breaks his fucking wrist, and he ain't coming back.
That is huge, actually. That is huge because he's a big, big part of our offense.
Yes.
Darnell is the blocker. He's the Pittsburgh plunge guy. He's the tight end that gets open, and he's a big man up front. What do you think about him, Shano? His impact. If he's not there, that is a big thing where no DK Metcalf, no Darnell. Oh, the offense does look a bit scratchy.
Austin.
DK, I'm like, maybe they can pull it off. And then after what I saw last week, I mean, You can't put the blame on the boss, but that was pivotal. That missing that kick, that changed the dynamic of the end of the game. I mean, instead of getting a touchdown, they could have just gotten in position for giving an opportunity to do it to win, because 12 points wins it if they have 10. I don't know. That's my math. I have my shoes off, so I know I counted right, but son of a gun. Big Washington, Darnell Washington.
He's been excellent. He's had a great season this year.
Every game he catches the ball, and it looks like he's dragging junior high kids on his back. It just looks like, Uncle Darnell. And
how did he break it? I was too busy screaming at Hollow.
Fell in his hand, I think.
Oh, well, that's like the earth falling down, like Godzilla falling down. He has his little arm. So
he's a massive matchup with these linebackers and these cornerbacks that I think that Rodgers loved. And him not being there, this means that Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin, they have to game plan without him, and also DK Metcalf. That's advantage Ravens tick.
I understand. And hopefully if the Ravens middle linebacker is fucking limping Sunday, the Steelers go right at him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was
Schleichenfeld, what his name is?
Someone said he's a future Hall of Famer. I'm like,
he's good. Have you seen him play?
I know, but he's not in the black and gold. If he was in the black and gold, I'd be hugging him and doing whatever. But they didn't attack him. He was like a horse, stumbling. I mean, they should have went right at him.
He's going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think. He's got this season 156 tackles, 2025. He's insane. He's been playing really good football, linebacker. Yeah. Carson Schlesinger from UCA round 2 pick. So that's a good pick by the Browns. The Browns are doing things to set themselves up for, success with a new stadium. But this Sanders pick, I hope they keep him for the next 5 years. The way
I'm so glad we did not draft him because he sucks. That touchdown that he got was the touchdown last week in Detroit that we got an early Christmas gift when Gainwell, great play, by the way, great reception.
How did Duggar miss that? You boys have played football. I haven't. How did he miss that? Sun in his eyes. What happened?
He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he got spun around.
There was no sun in Cleveland.
To a certain point, you just can't see it.
He just played it poorly. He just played it poorly. And there was no sun in Cleveland because I don't know what the hell Tomlin had his shades on the whole fucking game because there was no sun. And it's never sunny in Cleveland, ever.
I think Duggar might have had money on him to score first touchdown or something like that. Because
he rolled in like my tortoise over here, rolling to get some cucumbers. He didn't. And then he went out with injury. So could you imagine if that tight end was playing? He was out after that. He never came back.
He's good too, actually. I've been watching him in the games that we versus him. Fannin, number 44. He cooked us a fair few times too. He's a good tight end. But definitely he missed that pass. And Sanders, I don't think that's great. But that's something where he just didn't see it in the air and touchdown. And look, fellas, they should have scored more points. Should have, could have, would have. But this is why I don't live here this much, because if I did live here, I would have about 10,000 subs on my YouTube channel saying, fuck you, Tomlin, fire Tomlin, and I get millions of views. That's all you have to do these days is be negative.
And if I say Myles Garrett sucks, so that's how I get my views.
Yeah.
And I don't like him. So I'm not going to waste my energy about talking about a coach in the biggest game of the year, Sunday night. Look, after that game, after it's 0-0-0, then me and Shane will be talking in the offseason about what the hell to do and why we keep doing this and why we keep bouncing our head off the concrete. We have to beat the Ravens.
It's great content if the Ravens beat the shit out of the Steelers.
Oh, fellas, if you
don't say that.
What you should do, honest to goodness, is if they lose, is fire Tomlin, just the headline, and you'll get 1 million views. It'll work. You'll work in a heartbeat.
I don't want to break my table. I almost broke my table last week. I put holes. Look, I thought the Steelers were 14-3, were playoff. I don't know who fucking did the dry needling. Look, dry needled fucking TJ Watt. That crazy fan got into DK Metcalf's head. We lost Darnell with a broken wrist. James Pierre, who's been cut more times than a slice of ham in a deli shop, has the best year ever. He's hurt. I don't have the answer.
Eccles, can I add to that too? There's another part. Eccles, he was out. That also changed up the game plan too. They've been playing Ramsey really well at safety. He played in the slot. I think that changed a bit. But I want to ask you guys this question because talking about TJ, and I'll start with Shane first. What is going to happen with TJ? Will he play in this game? I think he will. I think he has to play this game.
I think he plays, but after you don't do anything for a couple weeks, you kind of lose your lungs. And I'm worried about him just being gassed. How many plays can he play? I don't know.
I don't think he's going to.
We don't know. I don't think anyone really knows, though, the severity of his injury. We keep talking about it had a hole in his lungs, but we don't know how bad that is. We don't know if it's like a cramp or if it's like a bullet to the lung. I don't know. Never had one, right? So, what do you think, Bubba? You think he plays? I think he does. I think he has to.
I don't think he does. And I think
You think they sit him this game?
I think he doesn't get. I don't think he's physically able. I don't think he's going to be able to take that heavy contact. Like going and practicing and doing drills is totally different than going out there going 150 miles an hour.
Mike Tomlin's presser about an hour and a half ago, he talked about TJ possibly coming back and being ready for this weekend. He wouldn't be hinting at that if it wasn't a pretty good probability. Mm-hmm. So my guess is you're going to see TJ, but limited. He's going to be rotated in there for a play here and there, and we'll see how it goes. But
well, you know what, Shane? Put TJ Watt on third down. So if TJ Watt can play and he's ready and capable, third down, you put him in there. That's when you get that sack, and then the Ravens got a punt. Yeah. The sacks at first and second don't do nothing if you can't stop them on third. That's what I would put TJ. I'm not a coach. I don't know. I'm so excited now. You got me all.
I'm trying to get you guys out of that Cleveland loss because it once you
now you got to be focused. Ravens, I'm focusing on the Ravens because
I tell you what,
I hate the Ravens more than you hate Cincinnati.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's Ravens week. Like, don't worry about foreign Tom. Don't worry about our shitty receivers.
No, I don't give
whatever. It's Ravens week, man. It's anything can happen.
I can't stand their fan base. I can't stand.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. So we've got to try and move on from the Browns game because yes, we all know they could have won the division. Would have been fantastic. Could have rested players. Could have won the division. Could have rested players. Rodgers rested these guys coming back. But I do think that TJ Watt's going to play. I think the way
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Yeah, he has to play. It's the last game. This could be the last game. Someone wrote in the chat. It could be Rodgers and Tomlin last game on Sunday. And it's been a crazy year. Like, the year's been insane. Ups and downs. I went to Dublin. Like, it's been nuts. So I hope it doesn't end. I hope we can
I don't want to see Rodgers ended in that way. I want to see Rodgers coming out against the Ravens and actually, like, I want to see Aaron Rodgers get 300 fucking yards. I don't care to who. I don't care if it's a fucking ball boy. I don't care if it's Gene down there catching passes on the sidelines. Aaron Rodgers has not had 300 yards. It could happen Sunday night by the misfit receivers that we have. But can I ask you guys a question? Why? My high blood pressure is getting high. Why can't they use Freiermuth more unless they're playing Cleveland or Cincinnati? Why? Why is that the only time that Freiermuth gets any type of involvement?
Can I answer with an uncertain answer?
Sure.
They can use him in the last drive. And then I'm with you. I don't want to give it. It's true. And then they don't use him for the last 4 passes. It's crazy. They use him the whole way to get down there. It looked fantastic. Looked like he was playing college football, catch, bang, see, just run down, just going crazy. Then Rodgers decided to go away from that whole game plan to go to MVS 3 times in a row. And that was a big failure. Freiermuth needs to be on the offense. Jonas Smith needs to be on the offense. But Shane, what do you think?
I think Sawyer needs to do some goddamn conditioning, man. That guy looked like
oh yeah. And why did Sawyer cut in? That was weird too. Look, these are all things that we're not playing football. They're playing football. They're like got to react fast, right? I also saw too there was the how didn't Rodgers see Gainwell? It's easy to fucking on the video
wasn't
screen.
Looking at him. That's why.
Yeah, but it's easy to pause it and go, that guy's open. When there's been 4 guys rushing you to attack you,
right? So and we're all sitting at home watching the football games with our big tub of ice cream and our pizzas. Dude. And if I had to cut and do a pass pattern route, I'd have a goddamn heart attack. So I don't know. Like,
that's a good call too. Yuli says could be Cam's last game of this season. Off-season may regret that. Could be very true. Wait, this is so many things that can happen in this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Never thought about that.
Ooh.
Yeah, Muth is a threat. I don't know why they're not using him enough. They haven't used him the whole year, really. They've been using Darnell and those packages too. But
I know.
last series, they moved the ball down the field with Muth 3 times,
that was the best drive of the game, and it was so quick. It was like a minute 36, and they didn't take a timeout. They would have had a little bit more time on the clock. They let the clock take like 45 seconds off the clock. They didn't call a timeout when I think when Cleveland was punting. Maybe because I only watched it one time. It's very hard to stream when I'm streaming live and doing all that stuff. It's hard, but they could have called a timeout. And then when that Cleveland punted, the Steelers would have had more time on the clock too. They didn't have that. But
they also, it was really strange too. Before that, it was the 3 plays passing to go 4th down or whatever, and they had to then go 4th down and 10. They missed that. Then they got the field goal. I understand why they did it. But they had 2 minutes and they didn't run the ball once. So, yes, those parts are frustrating. And I think we will be very pissed off if they have the same game plan against the Ravens where they're very conservative. And it's like, oh, what are you doing to these receivers and not getting open?
They have to attack the Ravens.
I'm going to answer Steelers Chick's question. She asks, why can't you play Darnell as a blocker? Now, if you have a broken wrist and you're a tight end and you're blocking a defender, you know, they might be able to come down and chop that arm. As a quarterback, it's probably easier to play, you know, with one hand, you know, because you just take the snap, other than falling on it. So it's not as much the passing, which you seem to think it's the pass. Like he can catch passes with a broken wrist. Okay, that should be an issue. It's the pass blocking, which would be detrimental for him.
It's got to be something because it's the whole way up his arm. So they have him in a sling. So it's more serious than what we know because
it's just not a broken wrist. Is it a broken arm? Either way, I don't know if you want to play with a broken arm and then break it again, like fuck it up bad. So.
Now my kid played with a cast.
Oh, ouch! Yeah, he ain't playing.
Broken arm
for a couple years ago, and it was fine.
There you go. Radius fracture. Doctor after knows all. Yeah, that's why. I think he's going to be missed, fellas. I think Washington has had a tremendous season, and he's going to be missed 110%. You know, in this game plan where it's a hat and a hat, and they need to figure out who's going to be the 3rd tight end or what's going to happen in those big jumbo packages.
Connor Hayward. Connor's going to get more. Hey, I can't bitch about Connor Hayward. Like
he's
Connor,
played well this season. He's done well.
Yeah, I mean. We all wanted to get rid of him because, you know, he wasn't doing much, but he has been a viable part in certain packaging deals, especially the 4th and 1. And Freiermuth, Smith, Connor. We have the tight ends. 2 of those tight ends will be a starter on any team in the NFL.
So, look, let's stick with the offense for a bit because we've got to try and figure out how the Steelers can win this game. And I'll start with you first, Shane. Who needs to step up in the receiving crew to have a big game and get first downs and yards and have a chance to win? Because there are slim numbers right now. Austin may be playing and DK Metcalf's out. Who's got to step up?
I think you keep going to the GOAT, Gainwell. I mean, for those check downs, but those are check downs. You want to stretch the field. So Thielen's going to have to catch some of those passes and stretch the field. I know he's a little older. MSV or MVP or whatever the fuck his name is. That guy, he's past his prime. He's like, I just went and got oranges. They're all moldy and like shriveled. That's MVP. He's like, it's like you pop it open, it's like dust comes out. I'm just hoping he has a little bit of juice, OJ, in that fucking body of his to get a couple good catches. We need someone to come up with big, but Darnell's out, so. Go to Freiermuth.
Why won't they put a helmet on Wilson? Why won't they put a helmet on him and let him go out there?
I don't think there's anything between the ears. He's not picking up what they're putting down. He's just like
the reason why I brought this up, fellas, is because I wanted to, and you guys, we all go to halfback or tight end, whatever. But I said which receiver, right? Which receiver could do it? And with our receiving stats this year, Roman Wilson is behind DK Metcalf. Or Calvin Austin, if he's out, right? Robin Wilson has 12 receptions. Calvin Austin has 28. They haven't had the receiving game 110%. Hasn't been there. I fully understand that. I get that. So who's going to? Which receiver? Is it MVS? Is it Is it Thielen? Is it the other Scotty Miller? Is it Skoronik? Like they need someone, but these guys are just like guys that are fall from the depth chart in any other team. That's why it is frustrating. I get it.
Yeah, these
But-
guys practice squad guys on the other team, and and I go to the halfback because he has most of the receptions this year, and he can stretch the they need to stretch the field so we can establish a run, for crying out loud. Got to have that body of work where you're utilizing that clock, you're eating that clock up. The games that the Steelers have been super successful, what did they do? Time management. They've had to test the ball. With Derrick Henry, you don't want him to have the ball run, because if they're doing it, if they're flipping the script and they're
we'll lose 28-10 if he runs that. One thing for Chloe. Chloe says, I've been depressed all week. Chloe, I've got 2 words for you. Ravens week. Who gives a fuck about last week's Ravens week? No, I hear you. What about you, Bubba, with the offense? Because obviously the receiver core is the weakest it's ever been.
I just don't know why. Look, Roman Wilson is a paradox that I don't understand. He's young. We don't even have a young. He's the youngest receiver that we have, and he's not even getting on the field. The problem that I have with this receiving core, they're dropping too many passes. Aaron Rodgers is throwing it to them. It's in their hands. Once it's in your hands or in your chest area, you got to catch it. The drops that they had against Cleveland was atrocious. And it's not a passing team. We're not a passing team anyway. We're not even a running team. I don't even know what kind of identity the Steelers offense is, because I have no idea, because it's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They just need to come out, establish the run, and then maybe get some stuff open with Freiermuth. I think Freiermuth is the key if they use him, but Arthur Smith does not.
Do you think, Shano, do you think Arthur Smith lives in his fears, or Mike Tomlin live in their fears on offense? They're too conservative?
Oh, that's a great question. I think Arthur Smith doesn't have has the same questions we have. He doesn't know what the capabilities are of these guys, and he's just trying to fit a round peg in a square hole. And I think he thinks if he pounds it long enough, it's going to happen. Some of these plays are just an exercise in futility. That there was a pass play where they passed the same spot twice, with the same result, incomplete pass. I don't comprehend exactly what his scheme is. I mean, there was a few just fantastic plays where there's play action where you think he's getting the ball, and Ron's a magician. I mean, the cameraman's not even watching him when he has that ball there like that. So I think we talked about last week where Ron is kind of changing things up as he sees fit. I don't think Arthur Smith is calling all but maybe 20% of the first.
That's my next question. That's my follow-up to both of you guys, because this is what the feeling I get as well. I feel like Rodgers is getting frustrated, and he did call up that game wall thing after he said we drew it up in the dirt. Is Rodgers getting frustrated at Smith and Mike Tomlin's game plan, and then doing his own thing 3 quarters in, then by that time they're already too far behind?
I'll answer this, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Aaron Rodgers is getting frustrated because we have the number 5th quarterback of all time throw, and he's not able to throw the ball like he wants to. He's not being able to be the quarterback that he's always been his whole career. Right now, the options that the Steelers have are not the greatest options. As I sit back and listen to Shane's answer the question that you gave him, right now the Steelers going against the Ravens offensively, like, I love the Steelers, but offensively, all the weaponry is subpar on a Steelers team, because in prior years we've had great talent on the outside and stuff, and we don't have that. Like Shane said, we have these misfits. Practice squad guys have been cut by 17 million teams. That's why they've been cut. Rodgers can't be the Aaron Rodgers that I know that I've wanted to see, because he hasn't had a 300-yard game, because they won't let him be Aaron Rodgers, and that's a shame, because there's more to the field in the middle, and Rodgers could do the middle of the field. They won't let him do that. So I would just let Aaron, and he's not going to be able to maybe audible out a lot of Arthur Smith's play calling, and then we can see. That last drive in Cleveland was all Aaron Rodgers, I believe, driving all the way down the field. We see that kind of up-tempo offense in certain situations. Now, it's nice to grind them out and have the Ravens defense, on the sidelines come Sunday, because then we won't see fucking King Henry out there. But I think the Steelers' defense is coming on better now in bits and pieces.
Yes, and why can't they win the same page? They weren't, you know what I'm saying? The offense is doing really well. The defense is playing really shit. Now it's like
60 minutes of football. I don't give a shit if Tomlin has to go back and use cowardisms. 60 minutes of football. You cannot take your foot off the gas. Tomlin has taken his foot off the gas in numerous games in my lustrous Steelers
coaching
career.
style. Definitely, that's how he plays his cards close to his chest. He doesn't want to make turnovers. He doesn't want Rodgers to turn the ball over. We all know that that's kind of his coaching style. But I agree with you both. I think Rodgers is taking over, and he hasn't got the weapons that he needs to be successful. At the same time, though, even Rodgers talked about it. He said that these guys are the misfit, these guys are whatever. But it's just unfortunate now there's no DK Metcalf. There's no guy to stretch the field. They brought in MVS because they needed a receiver on two to do that same thing. But he can't be your go-to guy. And, who's going to step up? It doesn't have to be a Thielen. Do you need a guy to get 4 or 5
sometimes people in these big games are the people that you don't even think of. Scotty Miller, Ben Skronik on a punt return coverage, recovering a fumble, these are everybody on the Steelers come Sunday night has to be ready, because they could be seeing Rodgers' last game, could be seeing Cam Hayward's, maybe, like Yuli said, but they don't want to do that. They don't want to go down. This is like fucking Gladiator, and Aaron Rodgers is fucking Maximus, and this is what he's got to do to try to get some kind and go all out. You cannot leave anything on the sidelines. You can't let nothing on the field. This is a goddamn fucking Ravens, the shittiest organization that I fucking ever seen.
I hate the Bengals. I hate the Ravens too, but you hate them.
I hate the fucking Ravens. I hate them.
Jano, can you please go around Bubba's house and make sure he's okay on the weekend? Do you stream there?
I put forks on all his forks, so he's not.
I'm nervous now for Bubba to see what happens. If we lose 30-0, Bubba's gonna go crazy.
Turn the sound off. It's mesmerizing.
Yeah. Well, it's like silent film.
It's like a box. What's he doing? Is he trapped in a box? Bees are getting him. What's happening to Bubba?
Because Bubba, you're a wrestling dude, right? For a long time. What's the wrestling match analogy to Steelers versus Ravens, AFC North football for the division? What is your all-time? What would be those two best players? The championship match for those two.
Oh, it'd be a championship match in a steel cage, no DQ. Anything goes.
Who would be in it? Who would be in it?
Who would be in it?
Who versus who? Yeah, which two wrestlers would you want to see in Madison Square Garden?
You'd want Steelers. You're taking. You probably have Stone Cold Steve Austin beat a Pittsburgh Steeler, and then I do love Undertaker, but the Ravens is a dead organization for me, so I'm taking a dead man. So it'll be the Undertaker as the Ravens, and I know I'm gonna probably catch some slack, but Stone Cold in a no DQ steel cage match for the AFC North Championship match.
That's pretty good. And then, by the way, any podcasters out there? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Don't steal my fucking question. That was a really good question. Right. It's a really good question, isn't it? Like, what would be the two?
I gave you a good answer.
That was a great answer. Shane, what would you think? What would be the wrestling match? Two wrestlers, and you can give me the style match too.
Ooh, I'd go back a little bit. I'd go back to Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, because
I was thinking that too when you said that.
Wrestler,
yeah,
that didn't have very many moves, that I didn't really like too much, and that's the Baltimore Ravens. And then Hogan gets up. We think it's all over. He gets up. He shakes it off.
That's a good one.
And it's all over.
Well,
Hogan never beat the Warrior. I don't think.
I know, and the Ravens
know.
are going to beat the Steelers this week.
No, that's not happening.
All right, I just saw my answer. My answer for the what two wrestlers and what would it be and who would it be? Right now, I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers are Ric Flair, but I'm talking about Ric Flair when he's like 45 years of age.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Ric
yeah.
Flair when he's
God.
like white hair and he's
he didn't win. He didn't win much at 45.
I don't care if he won much. When he's going to go in there, he's going to chop him to death. Now, for Ric Flair's opponent, I'm going to go with someone like who was the other guy? Was it like, I don't know, is it Terry Funk or someone like that?
Terry Funk, yes.
Yeah, someone that those did they ever wrestle together?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ric Flair versus Terry Funk in an I Quit match. Because those two fellas don't want to quit. And
they
Ric
did
Flair,
an I Quit match. I think they did an I Quit match. Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Ric Flair's gonna get like in the first 2 minutes. Ric Flair's already bleeding. He's done his somersault. He's gone over. He's up, down, this and there. And then in the last like 7.5 minutes, he puts on what do you do? Should do the fucking strut and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah. That's all three
That's
great.
good. That was good too. You and Shane had good ones.
Now he's pumped up. Now he's ready for Raven Week.
I've been ready this whole goddamn show.
Alrighty. Fellas, this is another thing I was thinking about too, because this is Ravens week, and I'm like, we versed them once before. Who plays? Lamar Jackson or Tyler Huntley?
I think it's going to be Lamar, but I really don't care, because I want to see somebody get sacked and somebody throw an interception. If they play Huntley, they're running the ball most of the whole game.
Yeah, correct.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Who do you think, Jana? Who plays? And
I'm more afraid of Huntley than a 80% Lamar.
Yeah, I was going to say, who do you guys want them to play? I'd rather than play Lamar Jackson at the moment. He's 2-5 against the Steelers, and he's hurt.
Oh,
and also John Harbaugh will give him the yards and passes and try and do funny things. Whereas if they play Huntley, they'll play safe football by running and doing a few option plays, and Huntley's 100%.
But Harbaugh's
so I'm more worried about
idiot,
Huntley.
Though Harbaugh's a head coach, but he's still a fucking idiot that has an organization that he coaches, and he still just doesn't have a good. I mean, they'll run him out of town. He's going to be run out of Baltimore when Pittsburgh fucking beats the Ravens. I mean, his wife, everything's packed up in their house. They're already gone after the Steelers beat him.
A lot of Raven fans are wanting to get rid of him, just like Steel fans want to get rid of Mike Tomlin, because it has been a long time and they want some change. They want turnover. But if Harbaugh were to play, if Lamar Jackson does play, and Afton says he won't play, but if he does, they will make sure that he throws the football and has touches and then runs and those kind of things. He's got broken ribs, but they keep saying that he has he's broken ribs, but he's questionable. He might play, he won't play. I don't know what the Ravens.
I don't think he wants to
broken ribs, or did he have? He went to McDonald's and had a McRib.
I've never tried that before. I don't know if I trust McDonald's with ribs over there. I don't know if I've ever tried that.
That's different. It's good.
It's
In
good.
the old days, the McRib sandwich was very, very good. Now it's like artificial. It's not good.
Yeah, I've never tried that. That's true. Yeah. Everyone in the AFC North wants a new coach. It's true. They want to get rid of Stefanski, the other guy from the
But
Bungles.
you know what the problem is, guys, is there's no strong we're talking about the Steelers because I love the Steelers, and this is a Steelers podcast. But there's really no strong team that I am fearful of if we played them. Like Monday night, the Atlanta Falcons beat the Super Bowl contending Rams.
What's going on with the Rams? Are the Rams a bad team now? Are they on the crash out?
I just think that maybe I should bet a little more because I probably would have won. But
Falcons
there's
are a funny
no
team.
strong team.
Falcons haven't been relevant since the Super Bowl in 51 when I was there in Houston. They're an up and down team as well. Yeah.
That's a good one, Shane.
Was this
It's your wife swap. Why don't we have the AFC
You want to throw everyone around?
Imagine Tomlin in Cleveland or Harbaugh in Pittsburgh. It would be freaking.
I wouldn't want.
That'd be weird to see Harbaugh.
Hypothetically, if we play this game, AFC North coach swap, I'm taking an offensive minded guy. And
I'd probably take
I would take the dude from Cincinnati.
Yeah, but with our same roster or with a different roster?
No.
Because he wouldn't. What can he do with the Skoranek and those guys?
Well, maybe it's on how they're coached, because a lot of people that left the Pittsburgh Steelers organization as of late actually produced, and we didn't know anything about it. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough question, but yeah, I think I've heard Bengals fans and Browns fans say they would take Mike Tomlin in a heartbeat, and also too, I've said this before. There could be a chance that maybe Mike Tomlin goes, I can't win these guys. I'm out. You never know,
Maybe.
Right? So, but this is all about getting pumped up for the Ravens game. And yeah, I think the Lamar Jackson question, if he's out, they'll play Tyler Huntley, which could be crazy to say, could be scary, but they need to take care of business. They need to lock him down. They need to play.
I think our defense is playing better. I don't care who we play. The Steelers right now, even without TJ Watt, has actually played better, and actually the run defense is actually playing pretty, not like exceptionally well, but enough to keep us and shutting. I mean, look what they did to Detroit. Like that running game in Detroit.
The run game. I don't know what they get last time versus what did the Browns get running in Rock?
I think they didn't get maybe 60 or 7. It was nobody really ran
78 yards. 78 yards they got.
Yeah, that was 4 or 5 guys. That wasn't one guy taking control like Mr. Cook from Buffalo.
I've been pretty negative this show, but I'm going to give you a positive. If the defense was that close a number of times with just breaking it open and getting a pick six or a big play.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was
Herbig would have changed the game.
Luck comes in spurts, and it seems like the Steelers are due for one of the big plays.
You're right, Shane. And the unlucky thing, if Herbig would have got that pick six, if Boz wouldn't have missed that field goal, we'd have been up by 10. That game would have been fucking over. Yeah. Over. And I agree with Yuli for that. I agree with you, Yuli, on that. That guy's offensively, the McDaniel guy, the little nerdy guy from Miami, as an offensive coordinator, I take him right now.
He's not a head coach, though. He's not a head coach. He's
not head coach material, but he's an offensive guru, and he actually makes the offense modernized.
Have you fellas heard the rumor about Arthur Smith leaving next year to go coach wherever?
Bye-bye.
Okay.
See ya. I'm okay with that, but I'm not okay with the Steeler talk and Steelers radio about Malik Willis coming to the Steelers.
Yeah, true.
Is that your other question? Because I don't want into that either. I don't want that either.
There's a lot of things because he had a big game versus what was he, a Packer versus the Ravens, right? Had a big game, played really well, and apparently now he's a free agent in 2026.
No. Why can't we just try Will Howard out? Like, what is wrong with that?
I don't know. I guess the Steelers, I reckon they might, if we win or lose this weekend, I think they might bring Rodgers back, to be honest.
Does he come back? Does he come back?
Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he come back for another chance?
I like Aaron Rodgers. I like this whole year in the quarterback room and watching the court. I mean, Rodgers is making it entertaining like we haven't had because we had the quarterbacks from prior. But also too, they're not giving him the weapons to actually be Aaron Rodgers, and that's what makes me mad.
Afton has a good point. Let's go through Mark, me, and you, Bubba. What's the percentage that Aaron comes back
next year?
Yes.
Like right now. Well, you go first, Bubba.
I will say this, people in community chat land and Steelers land all across the world. If Aaron Rodgers beats the Ravens, it gets us within a field goal to the AFC Championship victory. Yes, that's right. I'm going that way, and I'm going that far. Close to a Super Bowl, I believe he would come back. And that would be 75% if he gets us to the championship with almost a chance to win. 75%. If we lose, which I'm not saying that, so please don't quote me on that. If we lose, I believe that the Steelers will not let Aaron Rodgers come back because that plan did not produce.
I'm going to go with my answer. I'm not going to pick win or lose. I'll just go with what I see now. I reckon he comes back 60% chance to come back. standing right now, win or lose versus the Ravens, I think he comes back because I think he's been somewhat healthy for this team. And for one of the people out there that I didn't want him at all,
Yes, that's true.
my opinion has changed quite a bit. The offense has definitely scored more points. He's been a leader on the team. He's led by example. He's got these guys in check. He's yelled at people, which I think's been really good. Him, Mike Tomlin, and Cameron Hayward have been quite the leadership group as well. And we don't know about Cam's situation next year as well. He might be done skis, but Rodgers might come back for one more time. They draft in Pittsburgh, all the hype around that. They go and get some receivers, some O-line play, some defensive guys, some big players, and they run it back in 2026 for a chance where they maybe are a Super Bowl contender because Rodgers does come back and they draft someone like that behind them to sit behind Howard's two. There's a third quarterback, and I don't know. But I think that Rodgers would have a chance if he wants to play football for one more year. Why not run it back one more year? Because he's been healthy. He's only hurt his wrist once, right? I don't know. I get a feeling he's going to come back regardless. And then the quarterback situation that we're not then thank fuck. Then we're not talking about the fucking quarterback for 2 months. You know what I mean? Like, how annoying is that after a while? Like, who we taking? Then we can talk about receiver and O-line and defensive guys, and Rodgers is our guy. He's number one. Then there's no quarterback fucking drama in training camp, fellas. How exhausting is that after a while?
And there hasn't been any quarterback drama at all, really.
None.
It's been so. Shane, what do you think?
I think there's about 33% chance he comes back.
33% chance.
33. So you're telling me there's a chance?
Not bad odds, but
That's pretty good odds. Why is that? Is that because if he wins or loses, what happens then?
I just think it's the Steelers haven't really gave him what he needed to succeed. And I think he's a little bit frustrated. I just think, and it's hard on the body, probably emotionally draining. I think there's issues that we don't see that he's having with Arthur Smith that is pretty much gonna make the decision for him. If he was calling his own plays.
Smith, Rodgers, two different philosophies in the offense. Rodgers, gunslinging, throwing stuff, making balls, making completions. Arthur Smith, nickel and dime shit. Aaron Rodgers wants to spend 50s.
Can I throw a spanner in the works? Is there a chance that Arthur Smith leaves, Mike McCarthy comes in as offensive coordinator, and gets ready to take over Mike Tomlin's job after that?
Well, McCarthy, what was McCarthy's background? Offense?
I think so. And it was with Rodgers.
And him and Rodgers still have a good rapport?
They have a great rapport. They've been playing.
Okay, I would be okay with McCarthy coming in as an offensive coordinator, but will he do that will Mike Tomlin let anybody that has a pedigree like that?
I think so.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, or he would have kept Brian Flores.
I think he's retired now. Is he like out of retirement? Or no, he took a year off for 2025 season, partying with Dallas, and chose a family. So he could be in the 2026 cycle. If Arthur Smith gets a job at another team like Tennessee, then they need an offensive coordinator. Who knows Rodgers better than Mike McCarthy? And Tomlin's coming into his end of his extension. That could be a transition to get Mike McCarthy another job as head coach. Just saying. It's a fucking wild take, but if this happens, holy dilly.
You better cut it.
Yeah, I'll cut it.
But I just don't see Tomlin having coaches that actually have more. And he also beat Tomlin in a Super Bowl. I just can't see that.
I reckon I understand that because a lot of fans have that take, but he still brought in Arthur Smith, who was a head coach.
But Arthur Smith didn't have the pedigree of McCarthy, and Arthur Smith didn't beat him in a Super Bowl. I just feel like Tomlin.
Oh, that'd be cool. Imagine if he came in with McCarthy and Tomlin on the same Super Bowl crew. That'd be awesome. I'm just saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I like that. Oh, I didn't know he's 62 years old. See, I think the Steelers need somebody younger. Somebody younger that will have an offensive, just be a coach and get in a coordinator like a Josh McDaniels kind of offensive coordinator and a protege of Dick LeBeau defense, and then I'm going to be happy. I don't know. We got a lot of years to think about that.
Yeah, I'm just saying it could be an idea. I'm just trying to think of ideas where Rodgers has, maybe if he does come back, has an offensive coordinator that was his guy kind of thing. I don't know. But I agree with you guys too. He doesn't have the weapons this year, and he may have the weapons next year.
If we'd have signed even Jacoby Myers, if we'd have signed Myers from the Raiders, nobody wanted to come. He's fucking down in Jacksonville lighting it up now.
Yeah, but I think he also, he chose the Jags. I don't know. The Jags
nobody's choosing Pittsburgh. The only people that are choosing Pittsburgh to come to Pittsburgh are people that are a little older.
Because they like Eaton Park.
You know what's funny? I haven't. Antoine Randall too. He'd be cool.
I take that too.
That'd be interesting because he was one of my favorite receivers too as a Steeler. He was fun to watch. I'm 82. He was really great name on Madden, great fun. I haven't seen a lick of Jaguars football this year at all. I haven't seen anything.
No,
they're like a quiet contender. You know who else sucks? The Ravens.
The Ravens suck.
Oh, far out.
Anthony, well, Steelers are where receivers go and try to tackle fans. That's where receivers go.
I don't know if they go here to die, but there have been a recent trend of getting that veteran receiver and also veteran cornerback coming in too, but they just didn't make the moves in the offseason. But now we're here. We have to go with what we got, kind of thing.
Well, and they draft people that they don't play, so that's a problem too. Like we've been talking about most of the show about Roman Wilson. So Roman Wilson hasn't got any. He's been in the box, and then Caleb Johnson must be in it. Both of those guys are in the doghouse with the Steelers. So I just. If they leave and go somewhere else and Caleb gets 1,000 yards and Roman Wilson gets 900 yards and 8 touchdowns, was it the Steelers or was it him?
They haven't had the lead in certain times to use Caleb Johnson the way they kind of wanted to, but he has not even been getting a hat recently. So it depends.
That's not good on our draft picks.
Well, yeah and no. The other draft picks have been doing okay as well. Y.A. Black and these other guys, Derek Harmon, have been doing pretty well. So it's hit or miss,
50-50.
Roman Wilson is one of those ones where I think the fan base wants him to succeed because they just like saying the name, I think, to see what happens, but he could be on the outline next year. I don't know. No one knows the whole mystery behind that. They just say they're just like Tomlin's doghouse or whatever.
I remember playing championship game in college, and he had a bad first half, but he made up for it in the second half. So.
I mean, he's drafted third.
This has to be a reason why, if it is coaching malpractice, as some people say, is it because Roman can't keep up with the offense? I don't know. But all I know is they have Scotty Miller, MVS, and they have Adam Thielen, which would have been good.
I'm telling you, Shane's right. That's the Expendables. The Steelers receivers are the Expendables, Volume 6, like B-rated actors that you never heard of.
The best part, fellas? The best part is because we're Steelers fans, we have to fucking cheer him on. That's the best part. We have to. If
MVS wasn't, I mean, I remember when he played for Kansas City, and I don't think he did that shit in the Super Bowl, and I was like, man, this guy's a kook. This guy's whatever. Now he's at the Steelers. I'm like, oh, yeah, MVP. Yeah, you're right. No, I agree with you.
Scotty Miller was a Super Bowl winner with the Buccaneers. Adam Thielen was a Viking in Dublin this year, and also Adam Thielen was what else was he? Was he a Packer? No,
he was Carolina, or wasn't he a Carolina Panther?
He was a Viking his whole life, right? Pretty much. So yeah, the replacements. So we have to pretty much just cheer for him anyway, fellas. As we get near the end of the show, let's ask the audience, because I think the audience may have some questions for you both. Me, if you want to as well. Type in any questions if you can. Try and keep them Raven related for this game, because this is Ravens week, and this game coming up is going to be fucking exciting. Now, if you want a drama, you want a content, you want Bubba to fucking jump through tables.
No, I ain't jumping. I'll pull my pancreas.
This is the most exciting time to be a Steelers fan, because they can win the division, they verse the Ravens, and if they win the division plus eliminate the Ravens. It's a win-win. So questions for Shano, Bubba, and
It's like
myself.
Superman beating Lex Luthor. Like Superman is so good, and Lex Luthor, which is the Ravens, is so evil. Like Superman's like, "Oh, I'm here, Lex Luthor. You are done." That is what I want to see.
Afton says, "Who gets a pick six?" Shano. It could be either side.
Peyton Wilson.
That'd be good to see. Has he got one this year? Did he get one?
No, I don't think
No.
he has.
Has anyone got a pick six this year?
Or Queen.
I don't think so.
I think we have
Ramsey.
one.
I thought Ramsey did.
Oh no, no, he ran a fumble to the end zone. It's hard to keep up, isn't it? I can't remember. Let me check. TDs, yeah, pick six. TD wise, there's been one.
Joey Porter Jr. I'm going to Joey Porter gets six. Pick six.
Oh, Kyle Duggar had a pick six. Did he? Yeah, he must have. I think so. So who said Joey Porter? Who? Joey Porter pick six.
Joey Porter. Joey Porter's been very good. And I know we bitch about the pass, the 15-yard penalties, but Joey Porter has actually been a very, very good cornerback. So.
Yeah, Duggar must have one. I just can't remember. This is how my brain's so fried. I can't think, and I have to go see it. So you've got Wilson, pick six. I'd say if anyone gets it, you know what, man? TJ Watt comes back, he gets one. He knocks it up somehow.
Shit. Wow.
Yeah, he does that. He puts his hands up, pushes it up, and they run to the end zone. Sawyer almost got one the other day. That was crazy, by the way. That pass to Sawyer, it hit the guy's helmet. Like Sanders threw into his right of his fucking head, bounced off, and Sawyer's like, "Oosh, catch."
Well, did you see Sanders' dad put his cowboy face in his cowboy hat because he knew his son sucked?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with him, but the way he throws that ball, it's a really bad football. It's like wobbled everywhere. 46 says, how many times will Harbaugh implode on the sideline? I reckon 9 times.
I'd say 12 bitch fits on the sideline.
I'd say probably the whole game. I'd say probably I would say over 10. I'll go with 10.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. G'day, Miss Pittsburgh. What's going on? And
hello, Miss Pittsburgh.
Mean Green says, will there be a defensive touchdown? I said yes with TJ. And you guys, we hope so.
On the Steelers side, not the Ravens side, Steelers side.
Yeah, we hope so. But yeah, any more questions, put in the chat and we'll start to wrap it up, fellas. It's been a great show, an hour show. It's been awesome. You guys will go live tomorrow night. Hopefully I talked you guys off the edge enough because I was over it, man. It's Ravens week. It's fuck them. Like I want them to steal the win.
I hate the Ravens anyway, so it'll be another hour of me bitching about the Ravens, bitching about the time I went to the Steelers-Ravens playoff game and one of the trainers fucking shot the needle in Bettis's leg wrong and he couldn't play that game I went to and Ravens beat us. Yeah, so shit like that. Yeah.
Jeez. Have you been to a Ravens versus Steelers game, Shane?
No.
No, never.
I've only been to 2 Steelers games.
Which teams are they were you versing?
One was Atlanta Falcons, and I can't remember the last one, most recent.
Was that the Michael Vick game?
That was probably like 20 years ago.
That'd been a Michael Vick game, maybe.
I was at Steelers Christmas Day, 2016. Steelers versus Ravens to win the division. Antonio Brown. It was week 16 or whatever it was. It was like the last week before we finished, so it wasn't the exact last week. And they won the division. That was an insane game. I saw
that was the reach.
Yeah, I saw the pass, and everyone forgets it. Big Ben pass to Eli Rogers, where he jumped up 7 feet in the air for a big catch. Went down the field. Antonio Brown, hand over the side, over the goal line. I don't know how he did it. And then, boom, hands over there, and they win the division. And I was going fucking crazy.
I think they should have made a call to AB and told him to get suited up. And I tell you what, he probably
I saw him in the Steelers helmet the other day.
Yeah, I mean, he's 34. He's just as old as Adam Thielen. I mean, my God.
Yeah, that guy's a character.
And he runs routes like no other. Even though he's crazier than a $2 bill.
Better than Thielen. You'd think the physical drop-off is probably not nearly as significant as you think. 34. I don't know why he wasn't playing 2 years ago. I don't know.
It's his head. They don't want it. Nobody wants to touch him.
Antonio Brown's. It's you have a movie about himself in a minute. He probably directed and make it himself. Antonio Brown's crazy, but I was there for that. It was an insane time. The crowd went crazy. I'm just hoping the crowd goes nuts and they don't get frustrated at the Steelers and they get loud because they need to get loud for the defense for them to do false starts and turnovers. And I think they need to get real loud.
And if it gets cold, if it's cold Sunday night, and it's cold now, it gets cold Sunday, there'll be a lot of people drinking Steeler flasks and doing a lot of stuff to keep warm. And at least they don't have to listen to Chicken Neck Collinsworth on Sunday night.
The last time we versed the Ravens in elimination game, we got smoked. Absolutely smoked. So they need to right that. This is big stuff on the line. It's a playoff win, plus you end their season. Fellas, I don't want to see the fucking Ravens in the playoffs with whoever.
Well, this is a big game, and the NFL has a lot of big games coming this weekend. Like everybody is commenting in their basements and their podcast rooms. Well, do you think the NFL is scripted like the WWE?
Sometimes I think it is, to be honest.
I don't.
I look at that Duggar pass. I'm like, nah, there's no way you missed that.
But I just think that the referees, they need to get younger referees because these older referees that are 10 years older than me can't see everything and are not moving around the field enough. So that's all.
Too slow. Anyways, fellas, we'll get out of here. Thank you everyone in the chat. It's been a great show. Hour and something show. Baltimore Ravens who are 8-8 versus Steelers who are 9-7. Big week, big game. You guys will be live tomorrow night on Steelers Dynasty podcast at will you guys be live? It's New Year's Eve tomorrow.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. I've got nothing to do.
We'll be live for 3 hours.
we're also doing another show at 10. We're doing our triple B experience top 25 pop culture things of top.
Shit, I might even go live too because tomorrow is like your New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah,
celebrate New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
I did my party days last 3 days anyway.
Oh, party for me.
Party
on, Garth.
I'll be drinking a lot of beer for the game Steelers versus Ravens. So,
are you doing a live stream?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I apologize to my neighbors. Sorry. But 100%.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, I had Mark on last Sunday in the Cleveland live stream. He was right from his bedroom. So it was nice. He was nice and cozy, doing it right from his bed. He was like,
I went to bed at like 12 midnight, woke up at 4:30, felt a little bit hungover, but mostly sick. I had no sleep. And I was doing the live stream going, I can't do it. I feel sick. I feel tired. I'm fucked. So I went to bed. I was done. But I will be retiring that in the next year. I will be retiring the 1 p.m. game. I can't do it anymore. It's too hard.
It's hard doing streaming.
Getting up at 3 a.m. It's hard enough to watch it, let alone to be animated and like talk about it while you're watching it. I can't fucking break tables at 5 a.m.
Well, you can break tables at 7:30 because that's what I did. I mean, I got 2 holes. I'm looking at it. This hat here is the hardest hat because I kept bouncing it off. It put holes in my table.
That's so good. All right, let's get out of here, fellas. Thank you, Shano. Thank you, Bubba.
Thank you, Mark.
Fellas, enjoy the show tomorrow for your New Year's Eve show. Happy New Year to everyone. It's not as bad as we think, but we do have a big game coming up. Steelers versus Ravens. Just lastly, Bubba, score prediction before we go and Shane too.
23-17 Pittsburgh.
Shano?
31-28.
30?
What?
Who?
31-28 Ravens.
Oh, no.
I want to be wrong, guys. I want to be wrong.
You said 31-28 Ravens? All right. I don't know if the Steelers can score that many points. So let's go 20. Let's go a weird score. 23-22. John Harbaugh fucks it up somehow. He always fucks shit up. He always goes for a random 2 points. He always does something really weird, doesn't he? No, wait. 23-19 Steelers. John Harbaugh fucks something up. He always does. Have you noticed that?
I hope that's 42's the Steelers, not the Ravens.
Yeah. Have you noticed that, fellas, that John Harbaugh always fucks something really weird up?
He just can't add. Like, when he tries to do a 2-point thing, he just can't add.
He always does a weird 4th down and 1 when they're up by 10 points and they allow us back in the game. He always does something really stupid every time. Or it's like 7. If they score a touchdown at 7-6 and they'll go for 8 points, they lose. They're done.
Oh, that's not good, Afton. That's 42 for the Ravens.
42-12 Steelers. Let's go.
Holy fuck. Oh my God. There ain't no way in hell I can handle that score on a live stream. There's no way.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Thanks, Bubba. Thanks, Shane. And I'll
you.
see you guys later. Let's get out of here. See you guys tomorrow night on Steelers Dynasty Podcast, 9 p.m. See you later. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, Rod. See you later.
Put the light, left the light on. See you later. Bye.